I ask the wise angels to guide me always to use this deck for the greatest good to others, with insights, wisdom, compassion, genuine authenticity, deep truth, spirit. Thank you for being here, and thank you guys for being here, and welcome to Safe Space. This is for the sign of Leo. Let's get into this reading. First card up. Did not hesitate at all. That was the 10 of Wands. This card also came up earlier as I was pre-shuffling and checking in, tapping into you guys' energy. Leo, let's go ahead and let our shoulders down, our eyebrows, our tongue relaxed as much as possible. Stay here for a few seconds while I shuffle these cards. Let's go ahead and take deep breaths. Leo, I know there has been a lot on your shoulders, on your back, feeling a little bit heavy. There's this tinge of, I'm going to take these cards, put this down, tinge of sadness, and what comes of this. We have the 9 of Wands. Let's pay attention for just a minute here. Go ahead and let your original face settle in. We have the Hermit in reversed. There's something really scary about that. Just kidding. Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like that heaviness is coming from the Hermit. Out comes the 5 of Cups. Tinge of heaviness too, Leo, but I feel like this is something that we absolutely appreciate, even if it is something that we feel is heavy. As I pull out the 8 of Swords, this is just having to like fight and fight and fight for the things that we love, and what comes out of that, this feeling that we get, or what leaves us feeling. I have the Page of Swords. I feel like a lot of this having to just like defend, fight, Leo. But ending it with the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of hope is what I'm getting here. This sense of faith that we also have been holding on to has been our solid, and what we come to, solid foundation. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse, bottom of the deck here. Leo, a couple more deep breaths and then we'll get into this reading. I'm just gonna go ahead and drink some water here. Again, welcome to Safe Space. My name is Kimber. Thank you for always being supportive of my channel, showing the love and all the love. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Would love to also hear you guys' energy and where we are with our energy as a collective. More than welcome to leave a comment, topics, anything that you guys would like to talk about. Would love to hear about that. Moving on to this reading, you guys. Burdens, heavy. These are words that are just coming up, and what I feel we may be having to feel the vibe. And heavy sometimes could be good, and having to also find that balance is most important. I was doing a collective reading before I went into this reading, and it disappeared, and I'm so upset. And in that moment I realized that I was being tested. A whole lot of this happenstance, all of these things that are going on that are happening for a reason, and this is having to test our endurance. This is having to test our strength. Keep in mind that the heaviness also can come in a positive state of mind, and not always having to look at it from downside perspective, or what feels like failing, upsetting, but can also be looked at in a more brighter, uplifting, lighter perspective. So much we are having to fight for, Leo. Sometimes it almost feels like love is never enough. And what you also may be fighting for at this time, this just like sense of determination. It's like this feeling when you're in a state of manic and everything must be conquered, right? When sometimes when I'm in my manic, I feel this sense of manic. When I'm in my manic, I'm wanting to just move and go shopping, spend money, more or less very healthy. Okay, it has been healthy lately, but before it used to be over indulging and not watching myself so much. But I do feel like the sense of manic, but very determined is what I'm getting here. The sense of drive that must be focused on and have to keep going with. Leo, this is fighting for our passions as well. This is fighting for something bigger and greater. And also what I was picking up on our collective's energy, it's more so having to look at things from a bigger perception and then working with that. Fighting for our love, our dreams, our wish fulfillment, fighting for the life we desire. Leo, I also feel that has a lot to do with this 10 of Pentacles. This is your desires. This is your wish fulfillments. This is money being passed on to you. This is someone in your family coming to you and letting you know, this is wealth, inheritance that I would like to pass on to you. One that they very well trust you and have been, you having been the confidant in their life and someone they completely trust. I love that, Leo. I feel like a lot of our Leos are the friends that we go to, right? Like very strong, well bonded friendship is what we get from our Leos. And if you are a Leo, who has people in your life that call you and depend on you and rely on you on so many things, you are that kind of friend. You're that trustworthy friend that people can talk to and ask for advice, and you always know what to say, coming from your heart, expressing from your heart always, Leo. Thank you. To keep the hopeless romantic in us alive, Leo. I feel like this is like this sense of, this is your kinship, your friendship that you spread around, this sense of like joyous that you spread around. Leo, you're very easygoing when speaking, when having a conversation, and also having to just create anything out of something. Using also always your best judgments, and you being in the center and having to trust in yourself, right? This is a very rewarding thing for us to find the magic in things. It's like this picture reality for what it is. Excuse me, that was really annoying. Sorry. Picture this. Picture reality for what it is. Picture reality for what it is. To a Leo, it may seem so raw, and it may not seem so enticing. And so what we do is when we put on these glasses, and sometimes it is better to put on the glasses. The glasses that you put on, and as soon as you put it on, everything is colored, everything is like in different colors, everything is in shapes, everything is the beauty that we see in it. We see it in behind our lens. And as soon as we put these glasses on, the world is even more spontaneous and adventurous. And this is the magic that we see in things and in people and in places. And I feel like Leo has this kind of glasses that they put on and they see the world and colors and funky patterns and this simplistic way, the simplistic style, the vintage, the simple. And what we see when we put on these glasses, Leo, is uniqueness in every way, and the beauty and how we define beauty. I think I was saying this in the other reading for Leos, our definition of beauty and what that means for you. We know what we feel, and that we always stay with our heart is big enough and can see the truth and not the truth. We can see the truth and not so truth. And this could also what we may be seeing right now and what we may be feeling, this like sense of heaviness, but it's good heaviness, taking it all in, soaking in this, and putting it into perspective and using it for a good cause, using this to your advantage, Leo. We go after the dreams, right? As soon as we put on those glasses, we see the world in a different way, and we're like, what do we do with this? And how can we get rid of this feeling? How can we get rid of this having to be so stuck in a certain kind of behavior that we do, but Page of Swords supporting you, backing you up, your dreams, your passions, this feeling that you get that's backing you up. This is having you push through and keep dreaming and keep desiring the life. There are things that are very dissatisfying, and what may feel dissatisfying and needs to be amped up. It needs to be amplified a little bit more. It can't just be like wanting to settle, but like so much more to give. Page of Cups. We live the life we desire, all to share with the rest of the world, Leo, keeping ourselves in order always. This is also to have a sense of security to pass on to our future children, generations ahead. The wealth, prosperity, the victory that is to be shared, Leo. This is something that we carry within us that we just cannot help but to share with the rest of the world, and it is supposed to be shared. Remember how I was just talking about the glasses that we put on, colorful, unique, and how we see beauty behind those lenses is how we want to show up as such to everybody else. You know, we carry this body, this temple that we live in. We carry our own temple, and what comes of this, you get to choose how it is you want to tell your story, and how it is you want to tell your experience. And as colorful and unique as we put on these glasses, we got to keep this in mind, keep it in our memory bank. This is how this sense of character that you bring about to everybody else around you is very inspiring. And this is all really just coming and expressing from your heart, Leo. While I am having to water myself, I too am caring for everything else around me. Everything grows and flourishes around me. I don't want to be the one to radiate anything that's half-assed, but everything wholesomely. And I know I'll get that back in return, eventually. And not have to worry too much. No sense of worry at all, but just constant healing, constant choosing me and the divine, and not going against what may be and what my mind is having to go to battle or go to war. There's no sense. There needs to not be any of that, but just a lot more trusting. Leo, a lot more trusting the self, not losing our sense of Kindred spirit, this is what's coming up a lot. I'm loving this energy. Thank you, Leo, for letting me do this reading. Again, if you haven't liked, subscribed, or comment already, go ahead and do that. Thank you for always being so kind and supportive and loving, you guys. Again, this is for the sign of Leo. I will see you guys in the next reading. I hope this reading brought something to light. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, Leo. I'll see you later. Take care.